Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we're going to be trying a new product from Sally Beauty. It's a new color remover that launched, and it has piqued my interest. So it is called Undo Hair Color Remover, and this says it removes permanent and semi-permanent hair color, which I'm not really sure of any other color remover that claims to do both. Normally you need color remover for permanent color and you need a separate color remover for semi-permanent color. This claims it can do both. So we are taking it to the limit today. Okay, we are going to test this thoroughly. I have permanent color, I have semi-permanent color, I have demi-permanent color, I have neons, I have rainbows. We are literally going to test it to the max. I thought really hard about putting this all over my hair today, but I don't think my hair is a good candidate for that. These colors are just so vibrant and UV. I just don't think anything is going to get them out of my hair. So I don't think it's gonna work well on my hair. And also, last time I used a color remover and I didn't try it on swatches first or do a test strand, it literally made my hair fall out. Shrine. Yeah, I won't be doing that again. So I've learned maybe do some test swatches before you just put things on your hair. This does seem to be really gentle though. It's vegan and cruelty free. It's made in Great Britain, and it is very reminiscent of Color Oops. Like, that's what this is reminding me of. It's not bleach based. It's just like reminding me so much of Color Oops. So I'm really excited to try it today. Really quick, the pre-sale for this shirt ends on May 6th. So you have until May 6th to get this crop top. I will leave a link in the description down below as well as a pinned comment. It also comes in a bright green color. So here's what it looks like. It is a cute crop top. The back has my eyeshadow palette on it. It's so cute and it matches my eyeshadow palette perfectly. Look at the shirt and the palette combo. Absolutely love both of these. The palette is very low in stock. By the time I'm filming this, there might not be any left, but if you've been wanting my eyeshadow palette, I would get it, because literally, as I'm filming this right now, there's only 40 left, and that's it. 40, and then they're gone forever. So I will leave links to both of those in the description down below, as well as in the pinned comment. Make sure to use code Aislinn at checkout. Click on order summary in your cart. There'll be a little bar. It says discount code. Type in code Aislinn, and it's gonna save you money on your order. Let's run through all the swatches that I made that we're gonna test this color remover on. So here are the 4 swatches. We have a permanent blue black color. We have a demi-permanent black. This is 1NA. Then we have a copper color here, and then we have a reddish copper right here. So those are the natural, permanent, and demi-permanent colors. Then I have the standard rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. We're gonna try that on. And then I also have a strand of neon colors that are semi-permanent. So we have 2 different semi-permanent swatches, 1 demi-black, and then 3 permanent hair color swatches. So we are really going to test this and see if it removes the color out of the hair. So inside the box, it comes with 3 different steps in here. This is step 2, it says remover on it. Then it has step 1, activator, and then step 3, the buffer. So on the side here, I'm gonna go over what it says it can do. It says a revolution in color services and color confidence. Removes all artificial color safely with ease. Does not lift natural depth or tone virgin hair. So that's super important. If that's true and this does not affect virgin hair, that is like pretty groundbreaking in and of itself, because even Color Oops will shift your base a little bit, not a ton, but it does lift it like a level or 2, especially if you apply heat. So I have yet to find a color remover that does not affect your natural regrowth, other than like vitamin C, Malibu CPR. Like vitamin C methods obviously are not gonna lift your regrowth, but this is the first one I found, like at Sally Beauty, that they offer that does not affect your natural color. It says enables same-day recolor, includes argan oil to improve hair condition, helps prevent flyaway hair and improves texture, restores hair's natural shine and luster, removes product buildup, not tested on animals, vegan friendly, no lightening, and ammonia free. So that's why I feel like I could use this on my hair, but I thought the same thing about Shrine and it did me dirty, so let's just not try it. If it goes well in the swatches, I would be more than happy to try it for you guys in a future video on myself. And it says on the back, a maximum of 60 minutes. So you cannot leave it on longer than 60 minutes. Let's look at the instructions here and see exactly what it's wanting us to do. It says Color Undo allows you to remove unwanted or uneven oxidized hair color while leaving the hair in great condition. With no bleach or ammonia, it doesn't affect natural hair, so it's ideal for cleansing, highlight/lowlights, and partial color techniques, as you can simply apply all over the head. Now you can get the ideal hair canvas for recoloring without the unpredictable and damaging effects of bleach baths, which I love. So hopefully this is all true. Hopefully it's true. So basically under how does it work, it's explaining it exactly like Color Oops. So basically when you dye your hair with permanent color, dye molecules are deposited. So what this is gonna do is go in and shrink those dye molecules, and then you rinse them away off of your hair. So it's literally sounds like the exact same thing as Color Oops. It says the most important step of the color undo process is the buffering and rinsing stage. So yeah, it's basically saying the same thing as Color Oops. Once you've shrunken those dye molecules, it is super important to buffer and rinse away all those dye molecules, or else they will just reoxidize. Then there's a section and it says what Color Undo cannot do. So this is gonna tell you what the product cannot do for your hair. So let's go over this section because this is very important. Color Undo can only remove artificial oxidized pigment from the hair. It cannot remove cuticle staining from direct or temporary henna, vegetable, herbal colors. So right there, it's literally saying you cannot use this on semi-permanent dye. I'm not really sure why on the front here it does say removes all permanent and semi-permanent color, because here's the thing. Manic Panic, Arctic Fox, Strawberry Leopard, like all these colors are vegetable-based dyes. So it's literally saying right there it cannot remove vegetable-based dyes. I will test it for you guys, of course, because I've used Color Oops on myself, which is also not meant for semi-permanent hair color, and it's always worked great on me. So we're definitely gonna try it on semi-permanent dyes just to test the product. I think it's a little weird. The front of the box says for permanent and semi-permanent hair color, but then in the fine print inside, it says it's basically not for direct or staining hair dye. It says high fashion colors such as blue, black, red, purple, green, etc. can all stain the cuticle and make removal much harder. And then it says, some standard red permanent shades also rely on the cuticle staining to achieve the result. So then it's even taking it further and saying, even if you have permanent red color, it's probably not gonna work. Okay, what does it work on? Maybe you just should have put like, what does it do? Instead of what it doesn't do, maybe put what it did do, you know? And then it basically tells you that once you're lifting the color off of your hair, it's only going to remove the color back to the level you were previously. So if you are a natural dark brown and you bleached your hair and then you dyed it with red, you're not gonna go back to dark brown with a color remover. You're gonna go back to that blonde that you had previously bleached it. They just wanted to put in there like, hey, we're not gonna take you back to your virgin hair that you bleached out. It's literally only going to work to take you back to the previous color that you had before you put on the color you're trying to remove. So that's the basic gist there. So for the instructions, it says you just put step 1 into step 2, mix for 30 seconds, apply, process up to 60 minutes. Then the most tedious process starts, which is the rinsing and buffering process. So after you've rinsed the hair for 5 minutes, you apply the buffer, lather it, leave it for 1 minute to absorb. After the minute has elapsed, you continue rinsing the hair with warm water for a further 5 minutes. So after you've rinsed all that out for 10 minutes, then you're gonna re-buffer the hair a second time, let that sit. Then after all traces of the buffer have been successfully rinsed to the hair, you may conclude and dry the hair. Let's go ahead and mix this up. So this is part 2, and this honestly looks like developer or shampoo. It's kind of a blue tint, and it just looks like a shampoo or developer. And then we have step 1, which is the activator. Let's smell it and see if it smells anything like Color Oops. This smells really good. It smells clean. It does not smell like poo-poo. It smells very clean. Let's smell step 1. Oh, this smells like a perm. It doesn't, ooh, it's pretty strong too. This doesn't smell like Color Oops. It smells exactly like a perm. So it kind of does have an underlying scent of sulfur, but it's not as pungent as Color Oops, but it definitely smells like a perm, like exactly like a perm. Let's smell the buffering. The buffering smells delicious. I could totally drink that. It smells so good. All right, let's mix this up and we'll start applying. Okay, let's go in with this. Okay, pretty thick. Smells very strong, like a perm. All right, let's go over here on this. Okay, I'm curious about the red. Put a little bit more on this strand. All right, let's go in with the demi-permanent colors and apply it on all of these. So this is gonna be the true test because it does claim that it will remove permanent oxidative dyes. So let's see if it can remove like the coppers over here. Because I know for a fact, if I used Color Oops on these two, it would come out of the hair very easily with no issues. I've dyed my hair several times, like bright red over blonde. Within one time of me using Color Oops, it always has made my hair back blonde. So let's see if this works as good as Color Oops. It did say to make sure that you're not processing in a room that's cold or has a draft, which again, very, very reminiscent of Color Oops instructions. When I use Color Oops, I actually put heat on my hair and that helps tremendously. If you use Color Oops and you haven't put heat on your hair, definitely recommend trying to put heat on it next time because it works so much better if the hair is warmed up. Okay, it is now applied. I'm gonna cover these up, let it sit for probably 60 minutes. I'll check 30 minutes in to see if we have any progress happening, but I'm gonna cover them, hit them with the dryer real quick to warm them up, let them sit 30, check, and then probably let them sit the remaining 60 just to give it the best like amount of time to work. I'm gonna hit these with a dryer and I'll be right back in around an hour to show you guys the finished results. All right, you guys, we are back. I did wash them for a long time. I used the buffering solution 2 times. So the buffering solution was basically like a shampoo. So if you guys are familiar with Color Fix that they offer at Sally Beauty, Color Fix, Color Oops, very much the same thing. In my experience, I've had the exact same results on the exact same colors. I just feel like they are very, very similar. The only difference is Color Fix has a step 3 and they want you to use that step 3 after you've rinsed out the product and you're like in the washing out phase. I never use step 3 because it always reoxidizes those molecules back in the hair. So if you've missed any molecules while you've been rinsing your hair out, that 3rd step will reoxidize it and your hair can turn back brown or back red or back black. So I just always like skip it and then move on to like bleaching or re-dyeing my hair. So I feel like this is very, very similar, if not the exact same thing. So all 3 of the swatches did go back blonde. And then as soon as I put the buffering on one of the copper red shades, it went back to a lighter copper shade. I also just want to mention, while these were processing, I did take a little slice of my hair right here and I put this on it to see if it would remove the pink. I know this pink is not going anywhere. I knew it wasn't gonna work, but I decided to try it anyway. I also just wanted to see how it made my hair feel and if it was going to damage my hair. My hair feels so soft and silky. I had no breakage. I definitely think it would remove like the orange and maybe lighten up some of the green and yellow in my hair, but it definitely did not work on the pink because this pink is just not gonna come out of my hair no matter what I do. So let me show you the swatches. All right, here they are. Pretty impressive. I would say it worked really, really well. So the permanent blue black is now back to that platinum blonde. The demi-permanent is also back to a blonde. This right here, I used L'Oreal High Color High Lifts, and this is in the shade like, I forget what shade it is. It's like an orangey red shade. And it came out of the hair, but it has a little bit of like a coppery residue behind. It's like strawberry blonde now. And then the straight copper came right out of the hair. So it did a great job at removing all of the permanent and demi-permanent colors. So moving on to the strand that was the red rainbow. This also worked really well at removing that super dark red as well as the orange color here. And then on the neon shade, it also worked well at removing some pink colors, some of the orange a little bit. So it did remove some of the neon shades as well. From the swatches and from the semi-permanent colors that it did remove, this reminds me so much of Color Oops. Color Oops works extremely well on semi-permanent red and orange. And I feel like this is the exact same situation we have here. So there are the results. I hope it helps you guys. I would definitely feel comfortable using this on myself. The hair felt fine. It felt a little bit dry, but once you deep condition and add your leave-in products, it's gonna feel the exact same. It does smell a little bit stronger as it's processing. So it smells similar to Color Oops, but not as extreme. This is a much more subtle version of the smell of Color Oops. So if the smell of Color Oops bothers you a lot, but you like the way it performs on your hair, maybe check this out. I will leave it linked in the description down below in case you guys wanna try it for yourselves. I cannot believe how this removed that permanent blue black out of the hair right back to blonde in one application within 30 minutes. That's actually insane. So if you have like blonde hair and you want to go black and then you want to go back blonde, definitely check this out because I definitely think it would work on your hair. But if you're trying to remove semi-permanent color that's yellow and blue and green, I would skip out on this and jump to a bleach-based color remover like Danger Jones, L'Oreal Effisol, something that has that bleach in it that's going to help remove the blue and green and yellow. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys want me to use this on my hair in the future, because I'm like, let me hop on and order a couple more boxes, because I would definitely feel comfortable using this on my hair. Again, I will leave it linked in the description down below, along with my crop top and my eyeshadow palette. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is also in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.